You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. Thanks so much for coming to us, Abigail. My name's Sophia, this is Charlotte. We've got 8 questions for you today, and the first question is, why do you want to work as a marketing specialist at Juicy Juicy?
I applied to work for Juicy Juicy as I'm passionate about healthy foods. I love it all from the fads to the diet crazes to genuine health advice from doctors. I love your vision here at Juicy Juicy. I think the product line is current and it would be such a really good opportunity to develop my skills alongside your company. I really believe I can help your company grow and expand with the role of marketing specialist and would relish the opportunity to show you what we together could achieve. I've experienced working with startups previously and I believe there is so much satisfaction from seeing my work help a company to progress as it's able to do so in the first few years.
Lovely, thank you.
Can you please tell us about your previous experience that you would believe would make you a strong candidate for this role, and specifically anything related to foods?
My most recent role has been working for Eat Natural, a food company that produces healthy snack bars. I worked for Eat Natural as a marketing manager for just under 2 years, and although the product we were marketing is a food stack rather than a drink, there were, I believe, some very similar comparisons in regarding to potential marketing strategies. During my time working for Eat Natural, I managed to secure 3 sponsorship deals with various media outlets, totaling a value of £60,000, and generated an estimated £450,000 revenue. I also headed to TFL campaign with 2 Bombas advertisements, during which I was responsible for overseeing the whole project, including 7 members of staff. I'd love to be able to demonstrate these skills for your company so we're able to start and see
Lovely, thanks. Our third question for you is, could you please describe an occasion where you have missed a deadline, and what did you do to right that situation?
There was one occasion where I submitted a proposed marketing strategy to the CEO at another previous role for the SF Group, where I was working as a marketing assistant. Unfortunately, I became really unwell during the week leading up to the proposed marketing strategy, which ended up in hospitalisation, and I was unable to deal with the workload. To ensure this had minimal impact on my colleagues and the rest of the company, I was careful to keep everyone thoroughly up to date throughout the entire process. Communication was key in this instance. I also needed to make sure I remained realistic about what I could achieve and what I couldn't. There was no point in me saying I would be able to get something done when it was not going to be the case. I tried to spread my workload evenly among the colleagues so I wouldn't swamp one person with a full-on workload. So I liaised with the whole team as well as my boss so I could put some of this less essential work on hold. I set mini deadlines for myself so I could at least do a few tasks. I have a good idea how well I was progressing through my work and whether I'm going to finish that on time.
That sounds great. Can you please describe a time where you've shown good teamwork skills without it would have been detrimental to your work?
Well, we had an absolute nightmare whilst working for Eat Natural. One of our large retailers wanted a new advertising scheme delivered on a very short deadline. We were going to really struggle to manage it, so I brought all of our team together. I delegated specific roles so everyone knew exactly what they were doing. We reconvened every morning and afternoon to go over how far we had got and what we had left to exactly do. Working together and pooling all of our experience and abilities meant we were able to finish the task in time for our client, and they were happy with the result.
Lovely, thank you. So what do you consider to have been your biggest achievement to date, and what skills helped you get there?
Now, my biggest achievement to date would have been the TFL campaign that I headed to Eat Natural. The reason I believe this to be my biggest achievement is because we had a competition at work to see who would head the campaign, and through my marketing strategy, previous exhibitions of my work and innovative ideas, I was selected to be in charge of around 8 other employees who helped to bring my vision to life. We had both cheer and bus outside advertising, and this entire campaign brought in an estimated £1 million in revenue. Eat Natural was growing very quickly at the time, and it was great to feel I had played such a huge part in this. And the skills that helped me to obtain and carry out this project were communication skills and teamwork skills, so I would interact with other employees to ensure that my dream was created, and I'd hoped, as well as leadership skills, to rein everyone in and make sure that they had followed the correct pathway and we didn't get too distracted sticking to the original goal.
Great. Can you please explain how you previously managed to work with a small budget and yet still achieve good results?
Whilst working for SF Group, we had very limited, if any, budget to work with, as it was such a small startup company in its very early days. So we didn't have much spare money to play with. Our marketing strategy ended up being very heavily online or digital marketing focused, along with the PR. We would submit a lot of articles mentioning our company and products to the local newspaper and magazines, and a few of these would get published. This would be free, so it's very essentially free exposure. I had a lot of experience working with social media through internship at university, so I put this experience to good use and developed strong profiles on many platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and also YouTube. This proved highly successful in generating interest.
Lovely, thank you very much. Could you please tell me how, so say if you were to pitch or present something for our company, how would you handle any nerves or stress you might be presented with in that situation?
While working for Eat Natural, I've had plenty of experience pitching to sponsors to work with us. One of 3 sponsorship deals we acquired was for Health Magazine to feature us every month. It was a long process with 3 different stages in the departments. First, we had to pitch the magazine's marketing team and present our ideas as a brand and that type of customer we attract and want to attract. After passing the first stage, we had to pitch the second presentation to the director of the magazine. Briefly touching upon our concept and ideas we had for the pages in the magazine. The final stage was for the editor of the magazine. They had information we had pitched from the previous stages already. So this stage was to confirm budgets, deadlines that we'd be able to meet, showcase our draft ideas and show our knowledge of their magazine in relation to our brand. I've had experience use of presentations and pitching, so I don't tend to feel that nervous or stressed. However, I think the best way to deal with any anxiety is to have a large glass of wine beforehand.
Thank you for that.
So, lastly, can you please describe a time where you displayed strong communication skills?
One of my hobbies included, does include, coaching children to play tennis on the weekends. As part of this, I've become very patient whilst trying to communicate with children, especially young children. Sometimes they can become very irritated if they don't get it and struggle to keep up with other kids. They learn at different paces. And I have to combat this through strong communication and making sure that they understand exactly what I want. What I want to happen.
Okay, lovely. Yes, I think for going through those questions with us today, you've answered them all very succinctly. Is there anything you want to know about our business? Is there any questions you might have for us?
So I'd just like to let you know that the start date is 21st of April. Is that okay with you?
That's absolutely fine. I'd also like to know, what about the salary?
Salary, so we've listed in our job description that it would be from 25,000 to 30,000 a year, but if you do get the job, we will discuss that with you because it does depend on experience.
That's absolutely fine. I have a few questions
Yes, please,
I'd like to ask. How do you see your company developing in the next 5 years?
That's a very, very good question. So at the moment we've got 10 sort of lines, or 10 products within our line at the moment. which are different flavours, and they're targeted towards different nutrition and vitamin sort of supplement ideas. So we're trying to target them differently towards different people. That's why we've got the range of 10. For example, we've got 5 of the 10 that are vegan and the rest are vegetarian. A couple of the ones that aren't vegan is because they contain protein supplements, and the protein supplements contain whey, which isn't considered vegan. So we have got those separate ones. So then the ones that are tailored towards that are more protein, they're tailored towards people that are going to be trying to maybe build muscle and things like that. So at the moment we're looking to expand not through making more products, but by really promoting the ones we've got, which is why we're putting so much of our budget into marketing at the moment. We're really aware that to progress over the next sort of 5 years, we will really need to get our name out there. We just really want to become sort of like a household name. We want to be the Lucozade of like health drinks. You know, we really like your impact, like for you to come in as a marketing specialist and really give us some ideas of where we can go with it. That's I think where we're stuck at the minute. We've got too many ideas and we need some focus and some direction.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Who do you see your biggest competitor on the market right now?
So at the moment, obviously, everybody knows Innocent. They're the big one. They're global now. They're not just UK based. So that's our biggest competitor because they're such an established brand and everybody knows them. Obviously, other brands such like Pret's now got out the health shops, and Wasabi and like places like that. The small like chains have all of these health things now because the health industry is blown up massively. So definitely they're some of our biggest competitors.
And how do you differentiate your marketing strategies for the likes of vegan people, vegetarians, and mainstream meat eating in terms of advertising?
So how do you currently, or how are we intending to?
How are you intending to do it?
Yeah, that's a really good question. At the moment, we don't differentiate between our different drinks enough. I can't actually think.
Is that something that you're going to look to do, maybe?
No, definitely. I agree. I can't think what. There's a company that I'm really trying to think of that is currently got a really, really good, or maybe just had a really good sort of advertising strategy, where they really did have different sort of, and it was related to different aspects. They had different products, and I can't remember. But also similar things like, you know, when you do the interactive YouTube or like when you're watching on Catch Up TV, and you can choose which video you watch. So you have like the vegan, and then you have like the gluten free, and then you have like the health free. So something like that would obviously work really well because then we can specifically make people choose which advertising they are then coming into contact with. Also things like really identifying our audience, so really knowing who, where we can go to target the vegans, like they're a race, where we can go to target those, and where we can go to target the health conscious, and obviously places like gyms are a good place to start sort of targeting our marketing towards for the sort of protein side of things, or really like the muscular building. And then like things like Weight Watchers, and if we can get involved with people like that, they're really want to start using just an example.
Magazines,
schools.
Magazines as well. And also obviously like the weight loss range. So we've got 3 in our weight loss range. Those would obviously be targeted at sort of the other girly magazines, like the Glamour and the Cosmo, like the ones where you've got genuine readers who are looking to lose weight. But like I said, at the moment, we don't distinguish our marketing nearly enough. I mean, that's great. If you have anything more to add? Great, perfect. Thanks so much for your time today.
Great. It's nice to meet you.
You too.
Thanks, have a lovely afternoon.